ready whenever you are.
Okay. Anyone have anything you want to ask about? Any questions from last time or from anything during the course of the week? Okay. I want to raise something. Um, Hear me out. I have been thinking about one of the reasons it's difficult for us to live in the earth based upon what I would call God consciousness, which means being aware of who we are. I think that's what Jesus meant when he said, I talked about being in the world but not of it, living above the material existence, but at the same time being in the midst of it. Not being superior to it, but living above it in that it does not dominate you. What I think is, excuse me, what I believe is that one of the reasons it's so difficult is because we have actually, we've actually made Jesus a cult figure. If that makes any sense to you. What I'm saying is that I believe that we have made Jesus a type, not as in doing what he did, but a type of creature like a Jim Jones type person. You have to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that you're connected to him, and you are willing to fight any battle in order to prove that you're committed to him, and you're willing to give up anything just to prove that you believe what you say you believe. And I don't believe that Jesus intended for it to be like that. I believe that we've gotten so caught up in this cult figure until we have no clue as to what its true essence is. For example, if I were to say that Jesus never walked on the water, there would be those who would be extremely upset with me. Yet he didn't do it. If you look at the scripture that speaks to that and read it from based on the original text, and at the same time look at it based on the idioms, you will see that in the Aramaic it says that it intimates that he was walking along the shore. It didn't say on the water as in the Hebrew when it says that then the Spirit moved upon the face of the waters. Those words were not used for Jesus there. I don't want to get into teaching that, but that's just an example of that I want to use as to how we have made him a cult figure and get fight mad if someone says anything like what I just intimated. And I believe that when Jesus told us to believe on him, I'll wait till Audrey gets on. Okay?
She's loading up now.
Okay, good. Are there any questions about what I'm saying so far?
Good morning, Audrey.
Morning.
Are there any questions about what I'm saying so far?
No.
Okay. Does it make sense? It's not rhetorical.
Yes, it makes sense.
Okay. Now, I believe that Jesus was saying, I don't believe he was saying believe on him. I believe that he was saying believe in his essence, or the essence of what he was teaching. And one of the reasons it is so difficult for us to live in God consciousness, or to live as though we are aware of who we are and was created to be, is because we have more confidence in his physical presence, or we are more attached to a belief in his physical presence than we are to his spiritual essence. And if we are more connected to his his physical presence than we are his spiritual essence, that in itself is confusing. Not only is it confusing, but it creates a vacuum of thought. It leaves an empty space, because if we are more connected to his physical presence than we really are, than we are to his spiritual essence, then there is nothing to hold on to, or there is nothing to attach to, because there is no physical presence right now. There's only spiritual essence. So we are always searching for something that does not exist and will not exist. Because when we talk about the presence, we're not talking about physical, of course, yet. That's what we're looking for, to come back or to return, or however we want to term it. We are always trying to create an environment where this man is going to show up, as opposed to knowing that the essence of the teachings of him is always present. I don't see it any different than forming a cult around any person who teaches anything, for that matter, be it the truth or not. Him teaching the truth does not mean that we in our minds cannot mold him to a cult image, or an image that never existed with him, and that he never desired to exist in. Because what we find ourselves doing is, when we talk about praying to quote unquote God,